Hello everyone, this is Akang Suman here. So now we are going to discuss the next topic, that is cycloidal gear. At starting, I already told you that the profile of the gear having two types. The first is involute and the second is cycloidal. We have covered all the topics relative to involute profile of the gear. Now we are discussing some important points the cycloidal gear from the exam point of view, that is important points for cycloidal gear. Okay, so what is the definition of the cycloidal gear? I already told you that the definitions of the involute gear is that it is a locus of a point on a line which rolls without slipping on a fixed circle. So it is just somehow different from the involute gears, that it is a locus of a point on a circle. It is a locus of a point. Locus of a point. See what is how it is different from the involute gear. It is a locus of a point on a circle which roll without slipping. Which rolls without slipping on a fixed straight line. Okay, on a fixed straight line. Okay, so if I draw the diagram for the fixed straight line and the circle, that would be like that. Okay, here it is a circle. If it is a circle which is rolling on a fixed straight line without slipping, the locus of a point on that circle will be the cycloidal profile. That means if there is a point this, and that would be here, and then it would be here, and then it would be here. So when you meet them to each other, you will get the cycloidal profile of the gear. So this is basically the cycloidal profile of the gear. You can see here. Now when I draw the diagram of the tooth of the cycloidal gear, this is basically a rough diagram. Okay, now see, this is a tooth. Okay, now here you can see this is the face. We all know that face and the flank of the gear. This is basically the flank portion. For example, I am considering this area. This is basically the flank portion of the gear. And what is the face? This would be the face. Okay, so I'm just writing this is a face and this is flank. Okay, now this is the shape. You can see here the flank shape for the cycloidal gear is of hyperbolic. So we have said this is the hypocycloid. Okay, and this is a shape like a epicyclic. So we have said this is the epicycloid. That means face is having epicyclic shape. Okay, and the flank is having a hypocycloid shape. You must remember this. And what are the some important points for the cycloidal gear is that per tooth cost is more. In case of cycloidal gear, per tooth cost is more, but overall cost is less, or you can say almost the same as compared to involute gear. But overall cost of the cycloidal gear is same, or you can say less as compared to involute gears. The second is interference is absent. That is most important points for the cycloidal gear. That is interference is absent. We have used some method to prevent interference in involute profile of the gear, but in case of cycloidal gear there is no interference. Interference is absent, and this is the stronger tooth as compared to involute. Stronger tooth, and here you can see this is a convex concave connection. So that is the next point, this convex concave connection. Convex concave connection, and the flank of the, this is the face and this is flank portion is wide. Flanks of the cycloidal gears are wide. Flanks are wide, and there is a less wear as compared to the involute. Less wear, and life is very high. Since there is a less wear, we will say this is a life of cycloidal gear is very high. Okay, now if I talk about the pressure angle for the cycloidal gear, what pressure angle for the cycloidal gear? In case of involute profile, pressure angle is constant. Yes or no? Pressure angle remain constant in case of involute profile of the gear. Okay, but in case of cycloidal gear, pressure angle is changing. Phi is changing. How it is changing? Phi will be maximum at the start of the engagement. At start of engagement, and phi will be 0. Phi will be 0 at pitch point. At pitch point. And it will become maximum again at the end of the engagement. Phi will become maximum at the end of the engagement. That means it will increase in the reverse direction again. So at the end of engagement. So here you can see that the variation of the pressure angle. This is having maximum value, and at the pitch point it will having 0 value. That means it will going to decrease, and again it will increasing up to the maximum value at the end of the engagement. So I hope you are understanding. That is about the cycloidal gears. That is important from theoretical point of view. Generally certain points that is important, you must have to know that that I already written here. Okay, so thank you.